What's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about pop vinyls instead of doing a review, and I'm just going to make sort of a little list of pop vinyls that I wish were made, and I do apologise if some of them have been made or will be made or are planning to get made. I've just made the list of ones that I want to be made. So to make this easy, I'm going to be talking about them in sort of groups of like the shows or the movies that they're in, just to make it easy to talk about. So let's start off with Spider-Man. So a Spider-Man pop vinyl that I wish would be made is a Sandman one. And it'd be really cool to see Sandman sort of with like the hammer fist or maybe the spiked fist or maybe even just like half of him is in sand. That would be really cool to see, and I hope that they make that one. Second of all, I wish that they would make a Mysterio one. I don't really know how they would do that, but I just like Mysterio and he's one of my favourite Spider-Man villains. And thirdly, I know they've already made one for Daredevil, but I wish that they would do a Kingpin, or like a Wilson Fisk, I think his name is. I wish that they would do one with him in the white suit and like the purple shirt, because that's him in Spider-Man and that's him in like the comics and the cartoon. And that's sort of how I've grown up and known the character of Kingpin. Another 6-inch one that I would like to see is a Rhino one. It would be really cool to see him either standing there like sort of, I don't know, angry like he always is, or maybe him running like the iconic running pose that he's always in. But a 6-inch Rhino would be really cool because it would just be cool to sort of have over there as like a statue. And I know they've made a pop vinyl for Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I think it'd be really cool to see Electro in like the yellow and the green suit, because that's just, again, how I've grown up to know the character. But that's enough of the Spider-Man ones. I'm now going to talk about the Star Wars pop vinyls that I like to see, starting off with a public Jango Fett. And I say public because when they released the Jango Fett pop vinyl, he was like exclusive, or he was in like a bundle with, I think it was the Lego Star Wars DS game, correct me if I'm wrong. But I'd like to see sort of him on the shelves because I like Jango Fett and so do my friends. I know people that like Jango Fett, and there's a Boba Fett one and there's a prototype Boba Fett where he's like all in white. I mean, you can paint that, but I'm not gonna, because it won't turn out well. And secondly, one of my favourite Star Wars characters, I'd like to see General Grievous pop vinyl. That would be really well done if they did it sort of him with all his forearms spread out. That would be really, really cool to see. But this one could possibly come in a pack. I would like to see Anakin Skywalker in episode 3 with like the robot arm and the long hair and the scar, and Obi-Wan Kenobi in episode 3. That would be really cool to see. It can come in a pack or it can come individually. Either way, I would like to see them be made. And that's enough of the Star Wars ones, and I would like to talk about my favourite TV show, or one of my favourite TV shows. I've got a pop vinyl of him in the background. Dragon Ball Z, I've got Frieza pop vinyl. I would really, really like to see a 6-inch Broly. That would just be awesome. It could be really detailed. I would like to see him with like the spiky green hair and like the white eyes. That would just be awesome to see. And the two that I'm going to talk about right now have a really, really low chance of happening. I'd like to see a Frank West and a Chuck Green pop vinyl. I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but it is my favourite video game franchise, so it would just be really, really cool to see those two be made, but again, probably not going to happen. And I'd like to see a Kane from WWE. That would be really cool, whether it be his unmasked, his first mask, or his second mask. Either way, I would really like to see those. And these ones aren't really in a particular category, so I'm just sort of going to brush through them. Any one of the Portal characters, whether it be Chell, Atlas, Peabody, or even Wheatley for that matter, I'd like to see those. Gordon Freeman from Half-Life. And I'm not sure if these two have actually been made or not. I've looked on the internet and they haven't, but I'd like to see a Mario and Luigi one. And actually, now that I've said it, I'm not sure if I've seen a Bowser one, but I might. It rings a bell, but I'm not sure if they've made one. So if they haven't made a Bowser one, I suggest a Bowser one. So guys, that was my list of pop vinyls that I wish were made. If you think that there should be more pop vinyls made, comment down below which ones you'd like to see. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys.